Hey everyone, I just received the highly anticipated Panasonic S5 Mark II and I'm thrilled to share my thoughts with you. The camera boasts some amazing features, including its new autofocus system. But as I began to test out the camera, I noticed a major bug that I couldn't ignore. When I paired the camera with the Sigma MC21, I noticed that the autofocus wasn't working properly with certain resolutions and codecs. So then I tried my Panasonic 85mm 1.8 lens. And then suddenly the autofocus started working again, but very degraded. So it suddenly became clear to me that these resolutions or certain resolutions use contrast detection autofocus instead of the phase detection autofocus. So I tested all the resolutions and these are the resolutions where phase detection autofocus is not working. So I was disappointed to say the least, as I had high hopes for this camera and this lens combination. I'm not sure why this is happening, but it's definitely something that you need to know when you're buying this camera. As I know, most of you are buying this camera just for the phase detection autofocus system, and if it doesn't work on the resolutions that you use the most, you might want to reconsider buying this camera. Personally, I shoot a lot of full HD and I know a lot of shooters who do as well. Because of several reasons. One reason is in full HD the image is not cropped. A second reason is that we do not always need high resolutions like 4K or 6K, and 1080p is plenty for most shoots. So at these resolutions the S5 Mark II just basically becomes an S5 at these certain resolutions. So I reached out to Panasonic and they responded that I cannot disclose any coming firmware updates, but I could try returning the camera if it does not meet my expectations, and it was definitely not the answer I was hoping for. However, it's not all bad news. There are some certain updates to the S5 Mark II that I really love, and one of them is the full HDMI connection, which allows me to connect my HDMI screens safer and easier. I also noticed some color change between the Panasonic S5 and the S5 Mark II, as you've seen in my previous video. And you would have hoped that all the bad news stopped there, but there is another issue with the image. And the problem is the details rendering and noise reduction. If you would like to see a video on this topic, let me know in the comments. Despite these issues, I still believe that the Panasonic S5 Mark II is an amazing camera with a lot of potential. I'll continue to test it out and provide updates on further issues or solutions. Overall, I recommend this camera, even though it has its quirks. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!